Weekend Prime, Robinson Okenya and Meresha Witi is on sign language. Now tonight, yet another abduction involving a government critic, Mwagodi, has taken place in the neighboring Tanzania. Mwagodi was allegedly abducted by unknown assailants at Kigamboni area in Dar es Salaam. Mwambili, a vocal online activist against the Kenya Kwanza administration, was last seen Wednesday after he left the hotel where he works. Gloria Milimu begins our bulletin tonight.
Just weeks after the abduction and subsequent torture of activist Boniface Mwangi in the neighboring Tanzania, another Kenyan activist, Mwagodi, is nowhere to be found. He was abducted on Wednesday in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, leaving yet another family in distress over the safety of their loved one in a foreign country. His sister, Isabella Kituri, told KTN that her brother was abducted near Cheka Shopping Center after being intercepted by a team of at least 3 men while on his way back to the hotel where he works.
Waliweza kupata mwenye bodaboda ambaye alimbeba mwendo wa saa 2 usiku hivi Wednesday, ambaye alisema walikutana na gari lililowazuia na wakampatia hela zake, wakamwambia nenda na usitazame nyuma.
She reckons that he is a victim of a growing trend of crackdown on dissent, home and away, by the Kenya government. Mwagodi, who works in the hospitality industry in Tanzania, is an outspoken critic of the Kenya Kwanza administration. His activism against infiltration of politics in the church and even being a mobilizer of the Gen Z movement is what human rights activists reckon might have contributed to his abduction.
He said the politicians should not be allowed on the pulpit, and in June 2024, he successfully held a protest march in Nyahururu.
Prior to his abduction, he had received numerous threats.
Last year, 2024, in October, my parents received visitors who identified themselves as DCI from the security agencies of Kenyan government, and they warned them that he should cool off matters the Gen Z protests. Failure to which, to quote my parents, that mama ambieni mtoto msije mkaweka hema hapa.
Human rights activists say the growing wave of crackdowns on activists in the region points to a worrying unholy alliance between security agencies in the East African countries who have seemingly united to silence critiques of bad governance.
We are seeing the regime now pursuing individuals who are critics of the government even outside the Kenyan border. This is a growing concern. Democracy is under siege, and our demand is that this must stop. This must stop forthwith.
He was just doing his civic duty as a normal young Kenyan. And if there is anything else, he should just be produced through the legal justice system.
Other activists who were forcefully made guests of the state in Tanzania include human rights lawyer Agatha Atuhaire from Uganda, who alongside Mwangi have since filed lawsuits against the Tanzanian authorities for torture and unlawful detention. Even as the family continues to agonize over his whereabouts, questions regarding the safety of Kenyans abroad continue to linger, considering that Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi had reassured Kenyans that the government remained committed to protecting the rights of all its citizens abroad. Gloria Milimu, KTN.
Hopefully he will be found safe. Let's move to education.